Was always working in the yard with her over the summer, whether it was pulling weeds or when we laid the pavers down under the pergola.
Every spring when we get all of our pots ready. We have this process where we take out the old dirt, we put the new flowers in, put the new dirt in, and I just know that it's something that Mom really loves doing, and even though I might not necessarily enjoy it, but it's nice to be able to help her and make the yard look nice.
Our fun little trips going up to the cabin and East Canyon with all the cousins and just really enjoying ourselves.
Everything that she did to help us plan and organize and get everything prepared for our wedding.
Growing up, you have taught me to love BYU, and I loved going to BYU games with you. And then the next day, of course, you had to tell us how loud you were cheering and how awesome you are and how great of a fan of BYU you are.
When I came home from my mission, as I arrived in the airport and then started coming down the escalator, just hearing her scream. And then just giving her the biggest hug after not seeing her for those 2 years.
Before I left on my mission, when I was getting ready to go through the temple, well, it was the day that I went through the temple. I went through the Salt Lake Temple, and how they did it is that the own endowments, they were the people who went through last, and so all of the aunts and uncles had gone through. Mom and Brandon had gone through, and when it was my turn to go through, I walked through the veil, and there on the other side, Mom and Brandon were just waiting there for me. And I just was filled with the Spirit, filled with complete joy to see my parents waiting for me on the other side, and just to see how happy and how pleased they were with me. That's something that I will never forget.
Our day trips to the Tracy Aviary with all the neighborhood ladies.
When I was on my mission, she would always send me quotes that I needed when I needed them, and we just really developed a strong relationship while I was on my mission, and I will be forever grateful for that.
When I was on my mission, they changed the rule that you could contact your family or you could call home. And I remember that first week after the announcement was made that I called home, and you just greeted me with tears and the biggest scream, and were always so supportive of me through that.
When we were over at the late night track, we went over there for family night one night, and we were racing, and right before she crossed the finish line, like the last 10 meters or so, she let out a big fart to help propel herself across the finish line.
And it's been more in the past couple of years that I have started helping her decorate the house for all of the different holidays. And it's a lot of fun to just be able to spend some quality time with her and just get the house. She loves to decorate, and so it's fun to do something with her that she enjoys doing.
Growing up as kids, just hanging out at the house, helping you set up the Christmas villages and the Halloween decorations, and just how excited we all were.
She was just so welcoming to me and just welcomed me right into the family.
I loved our trip to Nauvoo. You and Brennan made an effort to spend time with me before I left on my mission, and I have so many great memories from that trip.
Was when we drove down to Cedar City to drop me off at school at SUU, and then just getting everything packed up and getting my room put together and getting everything set up for me to kind of go to school.
Before my mom and Brandon got married, when my mom was still single and she was having to do a lot of things by herself. She raised me, Jacob and Connor, for a really long time by herself, and I just admire how strong she is, and she put up with me because I was not an easy kid, and I definitely didn't make her life easier, but she still put up with me, and she did her very best at raising us and providing for us, and so yeah, I have, every time I talk about my mom, I talk about how strong she is, and that is something that I truly know.
Sitting around the piano is another fun memory. And just singing like church hymns or musicals, whatever we were in the mood of singing.
When me and Kimber were still dating, and they had like a birthday dinner for me, and that was just a lot of fun and made me really appreciate her.
Being stuck in a car with you for 13 hours when we drove to Oregon, it was actually a fishbowl, but you had no idea of personal space. We were crammed in this big 15-passenger van, but you took my space, and that's just who you are.
We were up at Bear Lake one year, and she was in the back. She was wakeboarding or skiing or something, and she had fallen over, and she started freaking out because she couldn't touch the ground and she couldn't flip back over on the board. And then Jordan Moz jumped in the water, and I went up to like his knees and helped flip her over.
All of the times that she would sing in church, that I would sit down at the piano and help her practice, and I would sing the other parts so that she could practice her part. And I've just always loved hearing my mom sing ever since I was a little girl, and I still do growing up, and it's fun to play the piano with her and sing with her.
Sitting us kids around Sunday mornings after we were done with chores and just teaching us one thing, how to do better for our own house, or just teaching us what it means to really work hard for what you want.
Helping to raise Kimber the way that she is.
This one you probably won't agree with, but staying up till all hours of the night to do my Rube Goldberg machine project back in high school. You and Brennan both stayed up, and I feel like that at night when it's past your guys' bedtime, that's when you two are the funniest. But I just felt your love through your effort that you went to help me with my project and make sure that it was a success, even though it took a million tries.
One reason I love Mom is because she loves me. I know I've given her almost every reason to not love me and to not care about me, but she is always there to, love me, support me, encourage me to be better and to continue to learn from my mistakes.
Is that she loves me, and I don't ever question that. I know she loves me, and I know I am not always easy to love, and I'm difficult, and I'm stubborn, and all of these things. I'm imperfect, and I have all kinds of problems, but she still loves me no matter what, and she will love me no matter what. And it's just very comforting to know that she always will love me.
It's loving me, and I can't wait for you to help me plan this big adventure I have coming up. I love you.
I love Trisha because she's always made sure that I'm doing okay, and she is always there to check up on me.
I love that you love me. Even when I exercise my agency poorly, you still love me, and you love me for me, and you support me for me, and you encourage me to be the best me that I can be.
Is because no matter what, if I come to her and ask for help, she's always willing to help out no matter what the case might be.
She is one of my best friends. Whenever something happens, I love to sit down and talk to her, or if there's something going on in her day, I like to sit down and talk to her, and we just have these moments where we aren't doing anything, but we're just sitting there talking. she'll listen to me, and she walks me through my problems, and she comforts me when I'm sad, when I'm struggling. And so yeah, I just love that I can say my mom is one of my best friends.
You're always doing service for others when you don't realize it. Even just sending me a text some days just really makes me feel loved.
Because she has always been the mom that I have always needed.
You are a place of comfort for me, and I think you have been my whole life, even since I was a kid and had to go to our dad's house. But whenever I'm scared, nervous, or afraid, I know that I can come to you and I can find comfort in talking to you, or in giving you a hug, or just being in your presence, and I love that.
Because she's a great example. She has had every reason to almost give up on life, to just lay over and to let anything happen, but she's continued to be strong and to persevere through the trials that she has had and she has been dealt in this life. And because of that, I know I can do hard things, because I have seen her do it in her life.
Her testimony. I know that she has a testimony. I know that she loves her Savior, and she loves the Book of Mormon, and she is very faithful, and she hasn't had an easy life, and so it's not always easy to remain faithful, but she is. And I know that she is solid, and I never have to worry about her going down the wrong path or turning away from the church or anything like that, because I know she has a solid testimony.
Just wanting the absolute best for all your kids.
I am also grateful for Trisha and the example that she is to me. She just always is there to share her testimony, and that was a very important thing that I needed in my life growing up.
You are an excellent teacher, not just in family and consumer science, but you have taught me what I need to know to be happy, the things I need to do, and I've seen by your example the importance of this gospel and how important your testimony is, and how important a testimony is. That's what you've shown to me.
Because she's very supportive of me, whether it was coming to my basketball games or track meets. She was always there to be my number one fan and to support me no matter what.
Is that she is a hard worker. Brandon is as well, but I'll focus on Mom. And she is a hard worker and has taught us how to be hard workers as well.
Wanting to put your family's needs in front of your own.
Because of the support that she's always shown to me.
Your sense of humor. You think you're the funniest person in the world. What you are. But I love that you know how to have a good time, know how to laugh at yourself, and laugh with others.
Happy birthday, Mom. I hope you have a great day. Love you.
Yeah, love you, Mom. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday!
We love you, Trisha, and we are grateful for all that you do for us.
I love you so much, Mom, and I hope you have an excellent birthday, and I'm grateful for all that you do for me.